We want to turn our attention now to remembering our friend and colleague Irv Weinstein.
Irv died in California yesterday at the age of 87. He had battled ALS for about the past 2 years. This afternoon, I spoke on the phone with one person who knew Irv better than anyone else out there, our former sports director, Rick Azar. Together with Tom Jones, the team of Irv, Rick, and Tom was unmatched in broadcasting here in Buffalo and really all over the country. Tonight, Rick is remembering his dear friend and those years the trio spent together.
And you remember so many things about both of them, you know, and especially Irv now that, and as a matter of fact, right this very minute, I have a huge 3-person picture of Irv and I with Tom, and I'm looking at it and he's looking right at me. And it brings back such a flood of thankfulness that we spent that time together.
Rick is long retired. He lives down in the Carolinas now. Irv's family has also asked that any donations in his memory be made to the ALS Association. And Irv, as we know, touched not only generations of listeners and viewers, but generations of radio and television journalists as well. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Josh Bazan continues our team coverage tonight.
This is from the week that he retired.
It's been almost 20 years since Irv Weinstein sat in the anchor chair for Eyewitness News, but the legacy of the Buffalo broadcasting behemoth still stands strong in the Queen City, especially to the generations of Western New Yorkers who watched him deliver the nightly news for 34 years.
Here is Irv Weinstein. Topping tonight's Eyewitness News.
It was just a guy who was part of the family. Everybody knew who he was, but we remember Irv the same way that we remember Crystal Beach, or we remember the windows at AM&A's during Christmas time.
Steve Cichon grew up watching Irv's nightly newscasts with his father, the way some boys grow up watching baseball. Irv is one of the big reasons he became a journalist, working for WBEN radio and behind the scenes at a rival TV station.
He was every story. If there was a story that was happening in Buffalo, Irv told it. Irv has clearly been, you know, a hero of mine, a personal hero of mine from the time I could speak.
It should make a lot of people happy.
Irv was and is the gold standard for journalists in Buffalo. Cichon himself admits there was a little bit of Irv in all his work, and he knows many other young journalists in Western New York looked to Irv to see how to do the news and how to do it well.
Whether I was doing it consciously or not, you have Irv to live up to as a news person in Buffalo. And we're still dealing with that to this day.
Perhaps that's why, 20 years after Irv said goodbye,
You made all of my dreams come true. May all of yours come true as well. Thank you, and good night.
his memory still burns bright in Buffalo. Josh Bazan, 7 Eyewitness News.